Isaiah.
Hello, Joy.
So this is a redo of our interview before. Last week you took the Beck Depression Inventory, and it had a lot to do... Okay, he just woke up. It had a lot to do with anxiety and stress. And I just wanted to re-talk about some of the things that we talked about last week. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to me about some of the things that you said last week that you were really busy. What grade are you in now?
I'm in 12th grade.
You're in 12th grade, and you're a senior in high school. And what are some of the things that you're really involved in? Be specific, please.
I'm very involved in school and church and work. In school, I'm involved in soccer, basketball, and baseball throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the chaplain of my senior class.
Oh.
I am a Brain Bowl. I'm in Brain Bowl, and what else am I involved in school? I am continuing to strive for a better education and a better job in my academics.
Good.
In church, I am in the worship band.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the worship band. I am a middle school small group leader, and that's at a church. And then at work, I work at Chick-fil-A, and I'm also a football official.
Cool.
So,
any girlfriend or family stuff?
I do have a girlfriend, and I do have a family, and I love both of them.
Good. Good. So out of all of those things, you listed a lot of things. You're a very busy guy for being... How old are you now?
I'm 17.
17. So 17, that's a lot of things on your plate every week going on. What are some of the things that kind of bring your... name like two things that probably bring you your most anxiety or your stress.
Probably work and school.
Okay. Which work, Chick-fil-A or the reffing?
Probably the reffing.
The reffing. What about it brings you anxiety?
Just sort of the stress of doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Because compared to Chick-fil-A, which you basically just do the regular, make the sandwich, make the fries, make the order, reffing takes a lot more judgment and a lot more work. And a lot more people watching you.
So it's the people watching you, a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibility, a lot more thought that has to go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good. Is there one specific thing about reffing that really stands out, like, ooh, that kind of like hits your stomach the most, or kind of going into the day of reffing, you think, oh, I hope this doesn't happen, or oh, I'm nervous about that, or...
Just sort of making mistakes.
Okay.
I mean, of course. Yeah, I don't want to make mistakes because I'm trained and they're expecting a certain amount of work and judgment out of me. And so if I don't meet their expectations as in my profession, then in their eyes, I guess I've technically failed.
Okay. So you're nervous about making the wrong decision, failing, making mistakes. So fear of failure. Screwing up. Yeah. How do you deal with that?
I study my rule books. I pick things to sharpen up on during the week between games. Because a lot of times the coaches and fans get pretty pushy and can get in your face about certain things, and just sort of keeping a even keel attitude and facade.
Okay.
So I have to always stay in control of myself.
Good.
So
So keeping it controlled, keeping it. Everything's going crazy, but I am solid. I'm here.
yeah.
All right, good. You said school was the other thing that kind of brings you anxiety.
Yeah, just sort of doing good in grades. Yeah, grades. Because of my dad, he really pushes grades pretty hard.
Mhm.
So just sort of doing good for him and doing good for myself. It's-
And kind of the same question, but what about school brings you the most nervousness or anxiety? What part of that kind of you kind of walk into school thinking, I hope, kind of, I hope that this doesn't happen today, or if it does happen, we'll be
Um,
okay.
just academics all around,
Mhm.
because sports just sort of comes naturally,
Mhm.
and other things like brain bowl and chaplain and stuff like that just sort of comes naturally. But academics, I really got to work hard for,
Mhm.
so that probably academics.
Nice. And what makes you most nervous about academics?
Math.
Math.
Yeah, really sketchy on math.
Yeah. And similar to kind of the whole refing, the whole like fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, does that kind of apply to school as well? Okay.
Um, fear of making
Like with your
yeah,
father?
yeah. I don't want to fail in academics first of all, because I could get in trouble. Second of all, because like my dad, like I go to a private school, which means my dad has to pay a lot of money for me to go there,
Yeah.
and so since my dad's paying a lot of money, I feel like I should, in a way, repay him with good grades and
Mhm.
working hard and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think that was the answer to your question.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Do you see that kind of fear of rejection, fear of fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, kind of play out in other areas, whether it's with your relationships, with your family or your girlfriend, or with sports, even because you talked about work and school, but there were some other areas too, like in
When it
sports.
comes to relationships, not really.
Mhm.
Um, I just sort of see myself as a good, I don't know if that's a phrase, but I feel like I'm a good relationship
Mhm.
person. Like it just sort of comes naturally to me, just sort of making friends and being friendly and being easy to get along with. So that doesn't really bring me any stress. In fact, it takes away stress.
It takes away stress.
So,
Good. Any other last words?
no.
Okay. Good. Great. Thank you, Isaiah.